John Helsley and Ryan Aber here at Aber Arena, where round 2 of Bedlam took place Saturday night. Another Oklahoma win, 64-56, Ryan. After the first game we talked about Buddy Hield, he got off to a slow start, but really got the Sooners going in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. At halftime, Oklahoma trailed by 7. You felt like Oklahoma State probably wished that margin would have been a whole lot bigger because it felt like they dominated the first half much more. But Buddy Hield, who only scored 3 points before halftime, scored 12 in the first 10 minutes of the second half to help Oklahoma take the lead. And unlike some of their other games recently on the road, they didn't let it up after they were able to regain their lead.
You talked about Oklahoma State probably wishing they had a bigger lead in the first half. Travis Ford talked about some of that regret. You know, they held Oklahoma to 38.5% shooting. Hield had 4 points in the first half. Things were really set up for OSU to build a big lead. They had a 12-point lead at one point, but really couldn't hold it, and it actually felt like at halftime like OU had momentum, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it felt like Oklahoma State was up by 20 at points in the first half, but they really could never stretch it very much, and Oklahoma got some buckets late in the half, and Oklahoma State wasn't able to answer. And when it went into the break 7, you thought, maybe we could have an OU comeback coming, and you actually tweeted that.
Yeah, I did, and, you know, LeBron Nash only played 4 minutes in the first half. He's had this stretch here where he's really had some slow first halves tonight. Another one, he put himself on the bench in this game. Michael Cobbins had some foul trouble in the second half. OU forced a lot of that by going inside with Tayshawn Thomas and Spangler and some other guys, and really I think that impacted the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and did it on the other end as well. Tayshawn Thomas drew 3 charges in this game, all huge. One late in the first half that I believe that was Cobbins' second foul, and then 2 in about a minute and a half span in the second half that helped OU to keep control and take control of this game. I think the second one was Nash's 4th foul, got him on the bench for a little bit and helped OU maintain that margin.
It was a game where I thought O State was quicker to loose balls in the first half. They hurt us on the boards. I thought they were dictating for most of the first 20 minutes. And then we made a little spurt there in the second half. I thought our activity picked up. I thought, Ryan was great in his battle all night long. And different guys at different times. But he had a good run and got us going. And Jordan had a good run, got us going. Tayshawn on the board. So it was kind of a shared effort by a lot of guys. On the road, proud of it. You know, it's not easy to do that on the road against a good ball club, as Oak State is, and good win.
Lon, it looked like when you got the tempo up, good things happened. When you're setting up, that's stagnant.
We were stagnant the first half a lot. Then I thought the second half, like you say, defensively, I thought we created some offense and got a little tempo going, and got some steals that we converted going the other way, and that's when we're at our best. We're attacking in transition, and a lot of times that comes from our defense. But you're right. When we got that going a little bit quicker pace, that helped us a lot.
Through about 30 minutes tonight, this game looked a lot like the Kansas game and the Baylor game, where got down early, were able to come back, but couldn't quite break through in those two. What was the difference tonight?
Most of all close ball games, it's going to be a case of a stop here or a stop there, or a bucket here or a bucket there. It's such a fine line, and at Kansas, we're up 4 with 6 to go, and they make a couple plays, and we miss a couple, and same thing at Baylor. And tonight we got Frank hits a big 3 out of the corner, Jordan makes some plays, Buddy makes some plays, and got some stops at a critical time. So it's a fine line between who's got that margin going down the stretch.
The game kind of flip-flopped. We were kind of the aggressor first half, and they were the aggressor second half, and you're just not, OU feeds off transition points. We talked about that for 2 days. If you take them out of transition, you got a great chance to win the game. But when you give up 24 points off turnovers and 16 second chance points, you're not going to care who it is, but especially a team that's what they fueled themselves off of. And we did a lot of stuff in the first half. We just didn't. We're not strong enough offense to get a big enough lead, and there, we had some opportunities even to get out and score, and we didn't take advantage of it enough, and they took full advantage of it in the second half. They got a lot of second shots and a lot of steals second half.
First half, everything was clicking for us. Everybody was gelled in together, locked in. Not sure what happened second half.
Phil, what was the difference first half to second half?
I think we kind of did what we did best first half, played aggressive, kind of imposed our will in the second half. They imposed their will on us.
Cowboys fall here. They will now go on the road and play at Texas on Wednesday. Sooners are home to play West Virginia. A couple of big games coming up this week.
Yeah, no doubt about that. First, Oklahoma State, you mentioned going to Texas. Texas is a team that's really been struggling recently. That's a game that Oklahoma State really needs to pick up. And then West Virginia just dominated Oklahoma in Morgantown a few weeks ago. We're able to use that pressure defense to force a lot of turnovers and capitalize on the other end. So 2 huge games for the in-state schools coming up.
All right, a Bedlam sweep of the regular season anyway for Oklahoma. Read all about it in the Oklahoman tomorrow and online at newsok.com.